Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So, I asked the cards what reading I should do for the channel today, and I was told, who are you going to marry? That's the topic. Who are you going to marry? We're going to look into that. Or who you're going to be in your next or most important significant relationship. However you want to word that. For the majority, it'll be simply, who are you going to marry? Okay? Decided to use a significator card like I have in previous videos. But first, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the reading. I appreciate you guys for your support of the channel, liking and subscribing. That's all beneficial, helps me to keep coming back to do more readings. In fact, that's why I'm here doing it early in the morning, to get it out of the way, before I start my day. So if I sound a little tired or whatnot, that's why. Also, if you guys would like a private reading, there is that $1 for 5 minutes on Keen. You can check that out, link down below, or you can email me, TheOracleDragon@gmail.com. I was thinking about doing a special. I think I'll go ahead and do like a $10 special for anybody that's paying via Cash App. Yeah, so if you're going to pay via Cash App, then go ahead, and it's $10 for now, okay? So there's a sale going on if you would like a reading. So a reading from me, video recorded, more or less, yeah, unless you don't want it video recorded, but we can do a video recorded reading similar to how I do on the channel, except specifically for you, tuned into your energy and about your situation. All you need to do then, for those who want to know, is provide your zodiac sign, and by that I mean your sun sign, but most know it as zodiac sign, that's why I say it that way. Your zodiac sign, and that of anyone you're asking about, if there is someone you're asking about, and your question, okay? So with that being said, and that information's down below, we're going to get a group, we're going to get a card to represent Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. I was going to be ambitious and do Group 4. My air signs want me to do that. I can feel it. Sorry, guys. I find that 3 is usually enough to tap into the strongest collective energies of those who are watching. Some established readers will say even 2 is more than enough, but I find that 3 is a popular number. So you can go by the thumbnail, the timestamp, some combination thereof, or whatever card comes out to choose your group. Excuse me, everybody knows I have allergies who watch my channel regularly. That'll be happening. So for Group 1, who's Group 1? You've got Page of Cups. You could be water sign, dealing with the water sign. You have a child, want a child, maybe you're going to have a child with this person. Page of Cups is, yeah, like you see there. We can associate with Pisces, Piscean energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or it can just be that you're drawn to the picture. You like that picture, okay? Pages are messengers. It's an energy of being somewhat, studious, like youthful, maybe looking for somebody completely new, perhaps. It's also very helpful energy as well. We've got the Queen of Wands, so fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Regardless of whoever the sign is, whoever this is representing, if it's representing anyone, right, this is the energy just to pick off of for you to choose. This is a feisty, confident, self-assured person. Okay, maybe that's what you're attracted to. Maybe that's who you're attracting in, getting strong Leo energy here too. And we've got the Knight of Cups. I had a feeling he was going to show up. Some more water sign energy here. The Prince Charming, the Princess Charming. That's what he basically represents, right? Somebody comes in, makes an offer, offers help, somebody that's friendly, but not the most consistent, however, very romantic energy. Now, if you choose that card, that doesn't mean that that's, necessarily the type of person you're going to end up with. Maybe it represents your energy. Or you just like the idea of romance, because out of these 3 cards, it's probably the most romantic. Page of Cups is pretty romantic as well. Queen of Wands is more of a passionate energy, but it really just goes off what you want to choose, because you can always choose a different group if one doesn't resonate, okay? So we're going to get started with Page of Cups, Group 1. Who are you going to marry? Alrighty. Welcome, Group 1. I'm trying different lighting today. I'm playing with my lighting, in case you were wondering. It might be dim. I don't know. Can't tell. So anyway, who will Group 1 marry? Let's get a couple of cards on that. So we're going to look at, you know, whatever physical characteristics, personality traits, career, whatever wants to come out regarding your person, we're going to go ahead and look at that. So for everyone who's tuned in watching group 1, who are they going to marry? This a lot of cards trying to come out. Maybe you're going to get married more than once. Remember, guys, this is a general reading, and you're ultimately God of your reality, so just, you know, take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Create your life the way you want it. So, all of that. I'm an empowering tarot reader. I don't pretend to hold all of the answers, although some of my favorite clients will argue otherwise and say that I do provide amazing answers. But for group 1, who are they going to marry? King of Wands. Okay. I'm going to start off with King of Wands. This could be somebody that, you know, you've had some sort of an ending with. So when I talked about earlier maybe there being a new beginning, then that's what I'm getting with this, okay? There is some sort of, okay, first of all, this is a very passionate, attractive energy, okay? And this doesn't have to be someone that you've had an ending with, but this is somebody that is dynamic, that they have a history. You have a history, they have a history, but theirs coming across as dramatic, I guess is the word that comes to mind here with this. It's a dramatic energy, it's a passionate energy, and this person can be a bit, you know, self-centered like a child can be. I'm getting strong Leo energy here. Hashtag not all Leos, and it's masculine energy, obviously. But even if you're here for female, this is what's coming through, okay? That this person can be a little bit self-centered in the way that children are. You know how children need to be the center of attention at times. They can throw a tantrum if they don't get that attention that they require. But it's coming from a place of sensitivity. And there's something very sweet about this person underneath, perhaps a surly, I'm hearing surly exterior. So maybe a little bit of a drama king, drama queen at times, or they've had just a dramatic life. They've got Indiana Jones here. They could also be on the cusp between Cancer and Leo, you know, with Harrison Ford being on the card. But I am feeling like this person, however they might have been in the past with you or otherwise, that they are embodying more of the King of Wands upright energy, which is somebody that is commanding and so standing more in their power than in their shadow, okay? I am really drawn to the confident gaze that he has. So I feel like this person, that's one way you'll be able to identify this person. And there's like a passion or fire in their eyes. I'm thinking of a movie clip I could insert here if I had the time to edit. But definitely like a passionate look to their eyes. This person could very well be very tall. Even if they're shorter in stature, they stand tall. They could like almost like a militant stance for some of them, not all of them, especially those with strong Aries in their chart. I'm also getting Sagittarius, but any of them. This person looks dignified. Okay, whatever they've been through, they still have dignity. And they might be the working type, like a construction worker, just for example, not, you know, they're whatever. They would own the company probably if that was the case, or be higher up. But if they have dirt on their boots, they're still dignified. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. They come across that way. They have this they radiate strength, control. They're dynamic. They have a forceful, strong personality in the way that, you know, fire signs tend to. But it's more of a leadership energy with it being masculine energy. So very passionate, very ambitious, just a strong sense of self-assurance and determination, very powerful, very driven, often motivated by their own goals and visions. And some of their visions and goals could have to do with like childhood dreams that they had, or trying to make something happen, or almost to be where people might say that their dreams are childish, or that they have like the imagination of a child, which is a good thing to have, because your imagination creates your reality. So if you're not good at using it, then you're at a disadvantage. And I feel like this person they are at an advantage in that area. So I'm not saying that whatever they desire is necessarily childish, but they have a childlike way of using their imagination with regard to that. So some dreamy energy coming through here, ambitious. They have the ability to make the dreams come true, to make their desires come true. I feel like this person has a lot of desire, and are very attractive and very powerful. Getting some Scorpio energy here too, especially with regard to their goals and visions. So I just get like this kind of intensity to them, this feeling of being very like steady, almost like earth energy, so steadfast. Maybe you could have some Taurus in there, some Virgo in there, maybe some Capricorn, but they do feel like they have to feel passionately about what they do, or they're not gonna continue doing it. And whatever they do that they commit themselves to, then they are very steadfast. So it's not like this person is just like, the Page of Cups energy can be up and down, you know, based on their emotions. So unfortunately, as passionate and as like really wonderful as the Page of Cups energy can be, it's dictated by emotion, which can put them at a disadvantage, whereas this person seems to have overcome that, and they are steadfast about the things that they want to create. They're inspirational, they're creative, they're warm. This person, like I said, this person could be like the boss at their job. They could be the CEO, the entrepreneur, something like that. And whatever they do is going to be inspiring and inspirational. So they have like that air of authority about them. They have a way of expressing like new ideas. They do well in, you know, traditionally masculine roles that you would consider masculine, even though, you know, masculine, feminine are their adjectives, right? But we all have both. And so this person has a lot of the strategic thinking, the commanding presence. This person could take a like personality finder test or something like that. They give them sometimes upon entrance into certain school programs, things like that, and they would come up high in command, like just natural command, strategic command. Okay, so, and it doesn't always, like, if you're here for a female, that doesn't mean, you know, that I'm not talking to you, because some females can also come across that way, especially if you've ever known a fire sign in particular. And this person could have a military background, or have come from people with a family with people in the military, and some of that has rubbed off on them. If they're you know, a female, they could be very feminine but still have a commanding presence about them, and maybe they were raised around, you know, brothers or a lot of masculines in their lives, or something, very strong relationship or impact from a father figure or something like that, or that's just who they are. Inspirational, confident, passionate. I mean, I like this energy for you guys, group 1. I mean, if you want somebody that's self-assured, that's driven to achieve, somebody that's a leader, somebody that's creative, then this is that person. Let's get some more on their, personality. Yeah, strong Aries energy here. Could be born the year of the dragon as well. I'm getting Taurus again here with this. Aries, Taurus cusp, some strong placements. And when I was saying, like, their father could be, exactly. Yeah. That's why I said the father thing. This is the Emperor, is the father of the deck. So the father either is perhaps very strongly involved in this person's life, or is like the a strong influence in this person's life, has made an influence on them. Even if this person didn't really know their father or something, there's still some sort of masculine grandfather or somebody that has impacted this person in a way that has rubbed off on them in a way, okay, and made them who they are. So it is divine masculine energy or divine counterpart energy, and this person is coming across that way, and they very well could be like have a close relationship with the father. They could be a father themselves if you're here for a man, which a lot of you, if not most, are here for a masculine man. So they could be, or they're looking to have children. You know, the flip side of the Emperor is that he does, in some cases, represent the front that protects the inner child. So this person does have a very active, lively, fun-loving inner child, but this person is no BS. Like, they're down to business. They are structured. They could even work in the government, law enforcement, or they run their own little empire as a CEO, something along those lines. If this is a female, they could be the firstborn daughter of their father, in which case they will resemble their father quite a bit, if not in appearance, but in personality and in strength. Okay, so what else are we getting about this person? Just a very commanding energy. These two cards have that in common, right? Command. I'd be surprised if this person wasn't like into sports, into war movies, action movies, documentaries about such things, activities, outdoorsmanship, things that you would traditionally associate with masculine energy. Even if they're like working in the office, they are like the alpha male type, and the one that others look to for leadership. The one that when they walk in the room, even if you don't know who they are, you automatically sense this is somebody that you have to respect. So they're well composed. I also get some of them are fashionable dressers. Like even if, you know, they might work outside all day, but when it comes to, you know, their time off, you know, they dress nicely. In their leisure hours or whatever, you know, they also have a sense of style. It might be a bit different because they don't have to try to like pander for attention or approval. They just kind of get it. You know, they're a trendsetter more than a follower. Definitely the one that sets the trends. Okay? People are careful what they say to this person. So, yeah, it's like the emperor has no clothes. That story, some of you guys might be familiar with. Like nobody tells this emperor the truth. They might be surrounded by yes people. Okay, but I feel like you'll be able to tell this person the truth. Maybe that's what they're going to find refreshing about you, is you're going to be able to, you know, tell the truth, and that you're going to do so as long as you're doing so in like a spirit of, you know, innocence or without agenda, good-natured intentions. Then this person will respect your honesty, because I feel like some people just aren't even honest because maybe they're afraid of this person. Or they just have a lot of respect, like you would a boss, right? Some people are careful about how they talk to their boss, and then there's the refreshing ones who will say to their boss whatever they're thinking, and then other people will be like, how do they get away with saying that to the boss? And the boss doesn't even seem to mind, because it's the spirit in which it's said, and I feel like you know how to do that, and you're going to know how to do that. Some of you might already know this person. Very self-assured energy, this person. Very disciplined and controlled, probably the type that goes to the gym on a regular basis. Like if they do something, they do it like habitually, right? Very controlled. They could be very emotionally reserved. I do think they have their passionate moments. I feel like this is more their energy. It's Indiana Jones, Page of Cups is their energy in their off hours, although I feel like some of them do a hobby that has become their work. But they also have this very stern side of them, very level-headed, again with the strategic energy, very practical as well with that Taurus energy coming through, steadfast, you know, putting one foot in front of the other, probably, you know, have a plan and they stick to it kind of thing. Reliable, trustworthy. That's what I like about this guy. He's reliable, he's trustworthy, he's a leader, he's authoritative. Definitely old school masculine energy though for the most part. So if you're someone that is looking for a more non-traditional relationship, I don't know. I mean, you're out of your reality, create something different, choose a different group. But this is what's coming through here. I think most would like this energy, to be honest. I mean, this is the provider, the protector, the organizer, the one with the clear direction, well thought out strategies, very, once they set their mind to something, unwavering determination, they get it done. Okay. I've already been talking for 18 minutes. My gosh. Excuse me, guys. So we'll get one more card in this person from the tarot deck, and then I'll pull some traits. And if this is resonating or you just like the reading, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keeps me coming back to do more readings for you guys. You can hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss the next reading. I think the next reading I'm going to do is going to be separate from this one. It's going to be like, what is the relationship going to be like? It'll be interesting to find out, you know, what is your marriage going to be like with this person? So anyway, right now we're just talking about who they are, and the next card coming out for who they are is Four of Wands, soulmate, twin flame, higher level twin flame. If you are a twin flame, or if you believe in that, or you're just looking for a really strong soulmate that you feel like you've known before in another life, this is the person. You could know this person already. You could work with this person. You could know them through friends group. You could meet them at a party or a celebration with traditional Four of Wands energy. But this person does well for themselves. Venus and Aries. They're very passionate. They're a very passionate lover. And if you want to know, like if I throw out things like Venus and Aries or astrological things like that, you can always Google that later and see, you know. what it means so you can get in-depth. I'm an in-depth reader. I like to be in-depth. I try to fight it sometimes, but I find that I do better when I'm left to my own devices to be in-depth. So you might want to look up those things on your own if that interests you. But when we're talking about this person, bottom line, passionate, and also this person knows how to have fun. They know how to have fun. They have a community. So I don't want to give off this energy that this person's like a dictator. Like, if you guys have ever been close to a King of Wands type individual, you will know that their friends and family and people look to them almost subconsciously for guidance and look up to them. But they're also a very fun person. They know how to have fun. They know how to organize activities, or to be where the action's at, having fun, playing games, being at parties, things like that. So this person isn't all work, but they do set the tone wherever they go. Like, their energy shifts the room, and they shift it in the ways that I've described in terms of like a masculine dominant energy. Also very caring energy too, but comes across more as like protective and taking lead, things like that. I think this person does have a very lively part to themselves. These cards look very serious. The Four of Wands is about liveliness. So being alive, having like a spiritedness, being comfortable. This person is very comfortable in their own skin. It doesn't matter if they're a house painter and they wear, the clothes that are covered in paint. Okay. I think they're awkward with their emotions a little bit perhaps, but they're always confident. Like, there's always an air of confidence to them. If they are a CEO, they might seem, however they seem, they're comfortable in their skin. And this person is comfortable whether they're at work or at home, or whatever setting you put them in. This person comes across like a boss. They have an air of confidence, but also they're joyful. So I think this is Spirit's way of letting you know, like, they're also joyful. They're not just all serious. They're not all just business. They do socialize. They are vibrant. They are inviting. They are someone that, also this is someone that if you keep them happy, everybody's going to be happy, because they radiate happiness when they're happy, if that makes sense. Their happiness is contagious. Very sociable, very welcoming, very warming energy with this Four of Wands. Very festive. So I feel like, especially at home, like, this person is going to be a lot of fun to live with. They're going to keep the home fires burning, so to speak, hold down the fort in a way that makes you happy to come home, because they give off a warm energy, and they make things fun, like ordinary things they make fun. They have a sense of humor. They also just have a natural ability to make other people feel included, feel valued. They know how to create that sense of community. They know how to share their happiness with other people. They're very uplifting. They're very harmonious. They're very good in social situations. Okay. So even if this person, potential careers again for this person with the Four of Wands is like social planning, anything that has to do with like party planning, anything where they have to create joy or celebrations, can be indicated with this energy as well. This person does enjoy bringing people together and creating memorable moments, and they're good at it. So if they don't work in that area, they could work in that area if they wanted to. They have just kind of like a talent of bringing people together, and of creating like a celebratory, inviting energy in the room. So let's get some of these cards from my trade deck. For everyone watching group 1, who are they going to marry? Tell us more about who they're going to marry, please. Medium length hair. Family oriented. Yeah, we saw that. So it's likely you'll have a family with this person, or they already have a family, but it's more that whenever they're around people, they have, it's a family energy. Like, they make it feel like a festivity, like a family kind of celebration, like everybody's included. people feel that way, that this person is like the patriarch or the matriarch of the group, the caring. This person could be balding. Could have the Bruce Willis look going on a little bit there. Or maybe it's a female or a woman with the Jada Pinkett Smith hair, you know, really short. That looks great on some people, but see what else? Hazel eyes. So somebody has a mixture of eye colors, right? Their eyes kind of change color. So, gorgeous. Hazel eyes, soulmate. Let's get a couple more. So, another vote for soulmate. We saw with the Four of Wands that soulmate energy earlier before. We've got boy or girl next door. So there is that energy of glasses. They could wear glasses. Volunteer, helpful. That goes with that Page of Cups, which is another vote and indication that that Page of Cups is about your person, like your person you're going to marry. This fell out of the container when I was putting the cards back. Wavy hair. I feel like this is probably an older person. If we see the Emperor and a King, then that's already got me thinking, you know, at least 30s and 40s. But they could just be an older soul. I say that because some of them wear, what do you call those? The reader glasses. So if they don't wear glasses all the time, maybe they just wear them to read or something. Has lots of friends. That goes along with everything. Good looking at the bottom of the deck. Got shy here at the bottom as well. I've got a lot of energy, or a lot of, what do you call it? Things coming through. So I'm just going to spit them out even if they don't make sense in context, because they're coming out for a reason. I'm getting shy as well, but I'm also getting a little abrasive. Yes, we can see that. I feel like they can be shy. Like I said before, this Emperor, King of Wands energy kind of covers up for and protects their inner child who is a bit shy. Well, not maybe in every scenario, but perhaps when it comes to one particular area, like their feelings perhaps, like that's where they're a little bit shy. I think you're going to be able to see that in them. If you're going to be this person's match, this person's kind of got a patriarchal vibe to them, so you'll probably, as their match, have more of a matriarchal or mothering kind of vibe to you. In which case, you know, you're going to be able to detect somebody's inner child and what they need to hear and feel, and what they need to be done to feel better, to feel okay. And I'm also getting Aquarius, which abrasive and shy, to me, are very Aquarius words as well. Hashtag not all Aquariuses. Good looking. Good looking. So whatever that means for you guys. But I think we can all generally, what do you call it? Oh, what's the next deck I want? We'll kind of generally know what it means to say somebody's good looking, right? They're attractive. Okay. Most people would find them attractive, and or you're just going to find them attractive, and that's good enough. But apparently they're good looking. So let's get a card, please. Tell us more about this person. Sagittarius with Pisces moon, perhaps Frank Sinatra. And this person, he was called Old Blue Eyes, so maybe this person does have blue eyes. I feel like that's especially true if they are an Aquarius or have that strong in their chart or born in the year of the tiger. But it doesn't have to be the case. These are just hints who this person is. This card says, everyone looks up to the guy behind the guy. So basically, he's like he's got himself. Like, he was the leader of the pack, Frank Sinatra. If you know about the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, right? Very alpha. And he was not a tall guy, he was not a big guy, but he had a reputation for being the boss. Like, wherever he went, he's the boss. Like, he would stand up to anyone. I remember a story about him, I'm trying to remember the specifics of it. But basically somebody disrespected Sammy Davis Jr. Wouldn't serve him. Just Sammy Davis Jr., if you don't know, is a black man. Well, he's not with us anymore. And Frank Sinatra, and the person telling the story, I think it was Dean Martin, said that basically they wouldn't serve Sammy Davis Jr. So Frank Sinatra, who was all of about 5'7", got in the face of this man who was about 6'2" and outweighed him by like 75 pounds, and was basically just commanded him to, yeah, this is what you're gonna do. you're gonna serve my friend, basically. And he no fear, and everyone like kind of froze for a second, like, what's gonna happen? you know, and what happened was the big dude did what he was told. So I'm just giving that example of the kind of person this is, and others look up to them. Fly yourself to the moon of your choice. Yeah, this person is the captain of their own ship. So I hope you're intending to go on that same ride, or you guys are automatically just kind of naturally aligned to go in the same direction, which it looks like to me that you are complementary energy, so I don't think you're going to have to worry about that, because this person's the master of their own ship. They also have this dreamy energy about them. And you only get one shot at life, so aim high. So this person's very ambitious. Very ambitious indeed. This is what I've got for you guys. Stick around for group 2 if you'd like to see what else comes out. Maybe that will resonate as well. Otherwise, please hit the like button and subscribe. Check me out. If you'd like a private reading, that information is down below. The $10 Cash App reading, or $1 for 5 minutes on Keen. Links below. And I'm going to take it to group 2. Okay, welcome group 2. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. I hope the lighting's okay. I was playing with the lighting as I told group 1. We're going to find out today who your future spouse is. Who are you going to marry? For everyone watching group 2, who are they going to marry? Who is group 2 going to marry? Got the Sun card. Very positive person, evidently. This person could be getting, obviously Leo is associated with the Sun, so they could have that strong in their chart. You could as well. Or it's just talking about the traits. Also getting some water sign energy here, and some Libra. Some water sign and some Libra. I feel like this person is maybe coming out of a time where they've had to forgive, where they're like so they've experienced a return of hope. They could be recovering from something, or could be at the time that you meet them, maybe around the time that you marry this person. But you are going to be the light of this person's life, and I feel that this person is going to definitely bring a lot of light into your life. This is a very exuberant person, very fun-loving. I just wanted to say about, you know, this person it might not seem like this person has been through a whole lot because of how like exuberant they are, of how warm and inviting and playful and joyful they are, but they have been. Okay, this is somebody that's known loss, but they are just very bright, very vibrant, really being drawn to her smile. Okay, a nice big smile. This person's that's probably one of the things that you're going to first notice about them. They have an infectious energy. They, even when they don't feel so good, they're still going to kind of like brighten up your days, be encouraging, be happy, be light, be warm, be like lively, vital, have a lot of energy. Like if you've ever known Leo energy, the light side of the Leo energy, that is their energy, right? They're very strong. If you can imagine, like, you know how cats are. When cats are sick, you can barely tell. You have to really pay attention. If you're a cat owner, you have to be very astute and very much pay attention, because you won't know it for a long time, because they are very, very strong. So, and they know how to cover up when they're hurting. That might be something good to know about this person. But the good thing about it is that they are going to be, this person is, you know, very warm and exuberant, expressive. They could talk a lot with their hands. They could have very expressive gestures. This is somebody that could have aspired to be an actor or an actress, or they just naturally that expressive. Not that they're inauthentic, but I'm just making a point. Enthusiastic, expressive. This is not somebody that's going to be where you're always like trying to read them or figure them out. They're going to be pretty clear about who they are. Their communication is going to be pretty clear. They're not going to, I'm not necessarily getting like super blunt, although that could be the case, but I am just getting clear. A clear person, clear communicator. It's clear what they're thinking and feeling because they wear it on their, on their face. They might have a good poker face if they're playing a game, if they're playing poker, but they, in general, in the relationship, their general way of being is expressive, and it's pretty clear how they feel, whether that's good or bad. And most of the time, this person's going to be feeling good or aiming very much to be optimistic, uplifting, cheerful. And I think they will have that infectious energy, like they will rub off on you if you're not naturally that way. Even if you are, they are going to have that cheerfulness, that infectiousness, natural ability to motivate, other people, and to see the best in people and situations, which is really a gift, because you get what you focus on. So this person's insistence, like, on focusing on seeing the bright side of things, seeing things for the possibilities, that's really a gift that they have. It makes them, and who doesn't want to be around somebody that always sees the best in you, right? And it doesn't feel delusional in a what do you call it? What's the right word? Delusional in a pathological sense. No, not by any means. It feels just like they're just like a visionary. They're a creator, and they're confident and they're strong in themselves, and they're creative. They could be a creative type, do some sort of creative work or hobby. They're very generous, very generous person. Leos get that reputation for being selfish. They're the sun, everything's supposed to revolve around them, the kind of thing. But the truth is, the sun might have the universe revolving around it, but the sun gives life to everything on earth, right? So there's an automatic generosity associated with this person. They're really, if they love you, they're super generous. They're just like, yeah, some of the most loving people that I've ever personally known have been Leos. Okay, and I'm not saying this person is a Leo, I'm saying this is their energy. Some of you watching are Leos, and I'm just pumping you up right now, and you know that, and you love it. Okay, so maybe, hey, that works too. But my point in saying this is to define like who you're going to marry, and that's what's coming through. A leader, creative, generous spirit, and they can pretty much work in any profession they want to, but especially ones where they're in the spotlight, and where they're able to spread their positivity and uplift others. So they want to either entertain people or they want to help them in some way, like but not behind the scenes. Not behind the scenes. They want to be out in front and help people, like I said, in the spotlight. And so anything that allows them to do that, so like sales even, but not necessarily that, like life coach perhaps, something like creative where they can express themselves, like creative arts, for example, teachers, but also they just kind of want to be free to be themselves, and anything where they can shine, because they've got a lot of natural charisma and ability to inspire. So anything that lets them to do that is what kind of a career or job this person's going to gravitate to, because they're meant to bring their light and their energy to the world, and that's professionally as well as personally. So as a partner, this seems like a really good partner to have. Someone warm, inspiring, expressive, transparent, clear, good-natured. Let's see what else. 7 of Wands. So more of that fiery energy here with the 7 of Wands person. We typically think of somebody that has, pretty good defenses up, which is good to let you know that, this is not just somebody that, lets people walk all over them or anything like that. This is somebody that will defend their turf, defend their territory. And as a result of being a star, when people's, when their light shines, you'll often hear readers say that, that will attract, naysayers or haters, things like that. I try not to add to that narrative because, I want you guys to experience the best. I'm looking in the light. So I feel like this camera is not, the light is not as bright as I want to. It's irritating. Yeah, see, I totally don't even want to like add to the narrative that if you shine brightly that you're going to get haters, but this person probably has experienced that, has probably been betrayed by friends and people that they considered like colleagues, or I'm hearing safe people, or people that they felt like appreciated them or took them for granted, and now they have this kind of defensive energy about them. So there's that. If this person really believes in something, they're going to stand their ground, they're going to dig in their heels, and they're going to fight for their beliefs or their position. You know, this is not somebody that's afraid of challenges. Just because they're optimistic, they're not like going to lie down and play dead if somebody challenges them. They're going to protect what's theirs and what they hold dear. They're also not going to just be like super reactive. Like if somebody just is being petty and an idiot, this person's not going to be like, you know, necessarily rise to that challenge or that occasion, because for them that's not a challenge. That's just them being petty or an idiot. Like it reminds me of somebody that I know that has strong fire in their chart as well. And okay, just real quick, like, because it applies. I'm getting ahead of myself. But my point is, this person was around some jerks. These people were jerks, basically, freaking jerks. And I was younger, so it was me watching from the outside looking in, because it really didn't affect me personally, but I was watching how things were handled, and this person, who reminds me of your person, was basically like, you know, just, you know, basically ignore them, you know, turn your attention over here, let's go over here. Like these people were acting like jerks, basically trying to invite, you know, animosity, trying to invite an argument or something. And this person that I'm talking about was automatically like, you know, just ignore them, you know, whatever, let's just go over here. Like automatically dismissed it, like I ain't even playing that, you ain't even worth it. And didn't even miss a beat at all. Like was not offended, was not scared, didn't run away, but also didn't engage. And I remember at the time I had only been really exposed to people like, if you were a jerk to me, I'm going to be a bigger jerk to you. Like that kind of, those kind of people, you know, that are like, oh, you know, you throwing chum in the water, you want to go? Let's go. You know, those kind of people. But this person was not like that. And at the time I remember being a little confused by that. Like, what does that mean? You know, does that mean that you're backing down from a fight or something? It's like, no, you're just not, they're just not worth it. And once you know that, you know, you don't have anything to prove. And I feel like that's who this person is. So that's my point, that they will not back down from a real fight if it's about something they hold dear. They will defend whatever they hold dear, and that will be like you and the people that they love and the things that they love. They will stand up for those things. But if it's something just petty and people being stupid, don't get confused that maybe this person is like, oh, they're Pollyanna and they're a pushover. Some people erroneously or wrongly think that, you know, if you're a very positive person, that you're just, you know, a pushover or something. And that's like, yeah, no, you're just asleep, wake up. You know, that's not what it is. So I like that this person's evolved enough to know themselves and, you know, hold their own. So basically they do appear very strong. They are a strong person. I feel like this person is very strong, has a high pain tolerance, emotional pain tolerance and physical pain tolerance. This is not a wussy, okay? This is not, you know what I'm saying, being a little silly, but yeah, I'm trying to make a point. And so I definitely get that this person, there's a little bit of defiance to this person. Like they'll stick their chin out and get defiant. Like I feel like, you know, I'm getting that scene from The Blind Side where the mother figure is, she's talking to, you know, Michael when she first meets him, and he's on the road and he's walking and he's wet and it's late at night, and she asks him, you know, where he's going, and then she decides, like in that moment, that she's going to take him home because he has nowhere else to go. But they show her face in profile, and her husband, who's back in the vehicle, sees that look on her face and says, I've seen that look before. She's about to get what she wants. That's this person. They could even have a defined chin. I'm kind of being drawn to her chin. It's a strong chin. So even if you're here for a man, this person could have like a very square chin, very strong chin, something about the chin, the jaw. But that represents like their ability to almost adopt that kind of notorious Taurus energy of being able to dig in their feet and really take on a challenge head on. Like they're not going to go looking for it, but they're going to defend what's theirs and they're going to win. And you could gang up on this person, and they're still going to win. Okay? They have that much confidence in themselves, and they manifest their ability to, you know, hold their own, because they are such strong people, very resilient, very courageous. I suppose it could be a little annoying if they have their mind set on something that you don't necessarily want, right? If you guys are at odds or disagree, then this person could be like, oh man, you know, this person's digging their heels in. And if you're the same way, then, you know, that could be an issue. But I don't feel like, you know, they're overly this way. I feel like that's just something you need to be aware of, because it does represent that they have strong principles. It does represent that they have something to lose, right? They have accomplished something. They have paid their dues, and they're going to stand up for protecting what they've accomplished. So this is the kind of person too that if they have a lot of money, which I feel like some of them do very well for themselves financially, then, but for those odd few, for the small percentage that will be like really wealthy, they would not hesitate to protect themselves, legally speaking. Okay, so if, you know, if they've got a lot of money and they marry you, they might even ask you to sign a prenup. I'm just going to say that. Will that be for everyone? Probably not, but I'm going to put it out there because that's what I do. I tell the truth on my channel, and that's what I'm getting. So that's what I am getting, and so I don't think, I mean, however you want to feel about that, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. They worked for what they've got, and they're going to take a firm stance on that to protect their assets, to protect themselves. But if you're part of that, if you're part of what they hold dear, which you will be, you're going to be this person's spouse, they're going to stand up for you as well. Definitely someone who is like Mars and Aries, I think, is what we associate with Seven of Wands. So, and what could this person do as well? So with this energy, they could be like an activist. Anything where they have to stand, they can stand up for the beliefs, or their beliefs, the beliefs of others, what they value, you know, they will do good in that. They would do good in, like, even being like a bouncer, or what do you call it? Secret Service. But they're a very happy person, so they're like the cool bouncer, you know, the one that naturally will disarm people with their natural charm and personality first, but if it boils down to it and they have to get tough, they will. That's that kind of energy. And so they're very resilient, and they have the courage of their convictions. They're not afraid of a challenge. So let's see what else about this person that group 2 is going to marry, for those watching group 2. This 3 of Cups, are we taking that in reverse? No, I'm not going to take it in reverse. Okay. There's a fun-loving, jovial energy of the 3 of Cups. So there's that social aspect to them. I am going to say that I feel that if you guys are out and about and somebody is shady to them, or they perceive like a friend or a family member of yours being shady to them or shady to you, they are going to put up their guards and get a little defensive. Okay? And I'm just getting that very clearly for somebody. Also, if they feel like somebody's flirting with you or in some way behaving in a way that they feel is inappropriate or doesn't align with their values, just some way that they don't like. You know, I don't think they're going to be petty or overly jealous, but I feel like they will definitely be guarded when it comes to, you know, protecting what's theirs, protecting, you know, what's theirs, what they value, and that's you, and that's the relationship. This person comes across with this 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups it's a happy card, so it reflects the previous cards in that this is a joyful energy. This person likes to socialize, go to celebrations. They could like to have a drink every now and then. They could have a lot of friends and family or celebrations, and you guys could be attending together. This is somebody that, again, is vibrant, lively, happy, welcoming, so generally just a very friendly person. And I'm again being drawn to the smile. I feel like the smile is important here. Like, this person's got really white, bright teeth, or they just have a really cute smile. There's something about the smile that's really cute. Maybe their whole face lights up when they smile. Maybe they look a little bit off-putting at first, and then they smile, and then their like face completely transforms. It's infectious. I feel like this person just has a lot of energy too, which I appreciate. Like, rub that energy off on me. Let's get some of that energy going. This person has a lot of energy and very cheerful, outgoing even. More or less, this person's an outgoing person. They're outgoing. Getting some strong Sagittarius energy here with this. I mean, they prefer things to go harmoniously. That's where they thrive, when everybody's getting along and patting each other on the back and celebrating each other's wins and celebrations and stuff like that. That's where this person shines. That's where they thrive. That's what they would prefer, right? That's what they would prefer. That's the energy they'd like to give off and like to experience. So this person does know how to make other people feel warm and part of the community, and you know, they more or less attract positive experiences, positive people, friendships, and know how to like enjoy themselves with other people, which is very important. Okay, so it's good with this. Am I seeing anything like I feel like I should nitpick apart here? No, I honestly don't. I feel like, can this person be, you know, self-centered? Yeah. Will it bother the relationship? No, I'm not getting that it will. Because you're going to be two parts to a whole. You're not going to be codependent on one another. So it's going to be a healthy relationship in that way. Let's get some traits for this person. We're going to find out. Check out my channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss the notification for when I upload this next video, where we're going to look at your marriage and the relationship, how it's going to be in the marriage, and then get some advice that kind of help out and steer things in the right direction, keep things going in a good direction. But for group 2, I do feel like, you know, things are going to be good. I'm just looking around me. Yeah, things are going to be good. Things are going to be good. Well, I could be completely wrong when we get to the second part of the reading, which will be a separate video. But right now I feel like things are going to be good. So what else? Tell us about this person. Low self-esteem. I feel like this person did have low self-esteem, or they're coming out of it around the time that you meet them, or if you know them. Like, that's what I said at the very beginning, that I felt like this person has suffered loss, emotional loss, but they are coming out of that. They're moving on, they're forgiving, they're recovering. And once they're healed, they're like, yeah, a star. They're like, yeah, this person's a star. We've got famous. They could be famous. They could be social media famous. But I feel like they're more famous in their community. Thin build. This person's likely on the thinner side. Straight-laced. This person is not shady. That's why I said, like, I was not getting a shady energy from this person. These came out. We've got dark skin and leader of the pack. I do feel like this person is more of one of the organizer signs, in that they're not necessarily cardinal energy. Not necessarily. More of one of those that, I mean, some of them are leader of the pack because that card came out. Like, they set the tone and everyone else follows. But it doesn't feel as strong of an energy in that way as it did for group 1. This feels more like this is the soft leader, or they lead from behind kind of thing. So yeah, the person has children. Okay, this person has children, evidently. I definitely get there in touch with their inner child. Tell us more. Sagittarius. So they could have strong Sagittarius in their chart. And or be born in the year of the rat. Just another card, please. Ooh. This one's here. We got sexy. We got scars. Okay. Over here on the side, those were at the bottom of the deck. So they might actually have some scars. You might find those scars sexy. I don't know. Some people find that sexy. Depends on how they got them. Maybe they're like war wounds or something like that. Battle scars. And they're sexy. But yeah, I think that could be talking emotionally speaking in terms of scars that they have. But they are a combination of different energies. Has siblings, okay? So they could even be somebody that could have a Cancer siblings. Cancer. Somebody with Cancer in their chart. Or 6 in their numbers. Pretty good, pretty strong in numerology. They could have been one that raised their like younger siblings, that kind of thing as well. So even if they don't have children, it's like their siblings are or were their children, kind of thing. But they could have all of the above. So let's see. Tell us more about group 2's person they're going to marry. saw Prince. Prince's beautiful ass was trying to come out, but I didn't feel like taking it. Too many cards are trying to come out at once. Prince born in the year of the dog. It's a Gemini. Person could have that. Could be a musician, something like that. Famous musician in some cases. Anyway, this person, tell us more about group 2's person they're going to marry. There's that Aquarius energy. And my baby's down at the bottom again. Hello, honey. I love Prince. He's my boyfriend. In the spirit world, he's come to me in dreams, like for real, for real. But we're going to not get into that yet unless it comes up, because we're going to focus on Bob Marley, who, no woman, no cry. So this person might, self-esteem has taken a hit from being rejected or hurt emotionally, okay? But they have grown and woken up and evolved in a way that is very helpful. Like, to this day, Bob Marley's songs are uplifting to people all around the world. To this day, he's been gone, he's been passed for a long time, but you could tell from his music that he'd been through some stuff, right? Very emotionally deep person, although in Aquarius and they are not associated with being deeply emotional. I think he is an example of how many of them are. It says a small axe can fell the tallest tree. So in other words, yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. This person is not one to be intimidated. When push comes to shove, if they walk away from a fight, it's not because they don't think they can win. It's because it's not worth it to them. So this is a small axe can fell the tallest tree. It's like, you know, little by little you can achieve your goal, and like, you know, looks can be deceiving. So this is somebody that could have an issue with like authority or the political government. A lot of people do, right? This person could have really strong views about such things, as he was a political activist as well. So he had a lot to say on the matter, and he was a humanist, so very much for humanity. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. So basically, he was somebody that eschewed or turned his nose up at the superficialities of life, the things that are celebrated but don't matter, the golden calf, you know, that kind of thing. So this is a deep individual, even if they do have fame, or even if they are, you know, somebody that's well known and just like seems like they're effervescent and maybe superfluous, you know, in other words, maybe they seem like they're just really like a shiny penny or something, and there's nothing more to them. No. This person is like a deep person, a substantial person. Everything that is holy is among us here on earth. So this person is a humanitarian, somebody, they could be a protector of the environment, you know, somebody that is into environmental causes, or they just have an appreciation for humanity and the earth. They have an appreciation for the deeper values. Now, it's going to give some airtime, honorable mention to Prince over here, since I saw him twice. And I feel like this is a lesser aspect to your person's personality, but it's going to be for somebody because it's coming out. This person is wise, like spiritually very powerful. Like they could even be known for their kind of like their magical capabilities. I don't know if maybe this person's like a David Copperfield, or some of these magicians nowadays, they really are amazing. So I don't know, who are the newest magicians? I've seen a few on Netflix. I didn't really pay that much of attention. I don't know their names, but somebody like that could do something like that. But what the card says is, do what you damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. So this person's like, what do you call it? Solidarity. They're like solidarity. Like, I'm going to back this horse. They usually make the right choice. They usually choose winners, okay? But regardless, they're gonna do the thing. They're gonna commit to it, and they're gonna do it full out. Never lose touch with your colorful side. There's something definitely colorful about this person. They could be a person of color. Did we get dark skin earlier? Yeah. So this could be a person of color, regardless of, you know, their heritage or nationality or race. They're on the darker side, more likely a person of color. And your dream home lies outside of time. So that's a very spiritual connection that this person has. In other words, outside of time means it's not in this realm, right? But we're here to create heaven on earth. That's something we're completely capable of creating. However, this person acknowledges that that home already exists. It's just in the 4D. It's just in the higher realm. So this person is very highly connected, very spiritually connected. very wise, and like whatever they do, that wisdom shines through. It's like it doesn't matter, like they could be like a baller is what I'm hearing, a basketball player or something like that. It could be into sports or some things that, you know, you don't normally associate with being very wise, or like a spiritual adept is what I'm hearing. But this person has that, and you'll notice it. Okay, this is what's coming through. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take it to group 3. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. If you like that private reading, it is $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, or you can get the $10 Cash App reading from me. Just provide your zodiac signs and your person's zodiac sign if you have one, if you want, in like whatever question you may have as well. I'll talk to you next time. Welcome group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. Hope you guys are doing well. So who will you be marrying? What kind of person are you going to marry, group 3? That's the question. That is the question. So for everyone who is watching group 3, tell us about their future spouse, the person they're going to marry. Some of you are already married to this person, so I don't know what you're doing here. Some of you are already married to this person. I don't know what you're doing here. Maybe you're wanting to clarify that yes, you indeed did choose correctly and are married to the right person. That's up to you. But others of you, you know, you're just looking, you're curious. So for everyone who chose group 3, who are they going to marry? Okay, we've got 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles person. So it could be an earth sign person. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could have that strong in their chart. Not gonna lie, this person is struggling. More than likely financially. It looks like this person has experienced some sort of loss, okay? Some sort of hardship, some sort of lack. They could be feeling like they've been left out in the cold by you or in general. This person could be depressed. They could be struggling with depression or have that underlying illness. It is an illness, condition, I guess you can say. And but it feels like it is associated with some sort of financial trouble, or feeling like they don't have the sources, the resources to really support the kind of life that they deserve. And that's unfortunate with the five of Pentacles. They just don't feel like they are being comforted. They don't feel like they have support, and they just feel really unsupported, I guess is the main word here. Even if we're talking about like emotionally speaking, they just feel unsupported. So I think you're going to notice that about this person. Maybe this is you. You're the Knight of Cups. You want to come in and help. Knight of Cups is helpful. Also, Knight of Cups, though, can be hard up for cash and money and material, because he's a dreamer and he just kind of comes in and out. He's not the most consistent energy. So as a result of that, that can, you know, take a toll on his ability to be stable. Now, we're going to get some more cards on this person, but we have to get through this energy first. Like, this is coming out for a reason, to let us know that, you know, this person is somebody that's going to look like they're struggling, okay? Something about them is going to look tired. Something about them is going to show that, you know, they're not having the most comfortable time in life right now. Maybe their, you know, clothing isn't quite right. For example, if it's really cold outside, they're only wearing like a light jacket, and you're like, why is this person only wearing a light jacket? You know, maybe they don't have an adequate coat, you know, that kind of thing. Or, you know, they do, but it just, like, for the occasion, they only have one coat, you know. Depending on the occasion, they're limited as to what they can wear. That's just an example to like how will this person appear to you? They're going to appear a little tired. Maybe they're dressed well, but you can just tell they've got circles under their eyes. They're tired. Something about them looks very tired. They could actually have like a slumped over posture. They look like they're just carrying a heavy burden on their back. Just somebody that is going through some challenges, and it does have to do with earth stuff. So some sort of material, or I guess emotional as well, hardship. So it's unfortunate. I feel bad for your person. They could be feeling very neglected, like they don't have the support and the help that they need. They could come across as feeling lonely, like deep emotional distress. They could have like some frown lines, some wrinkles. They could be feeling just really overwhelmed at the time that you meet them, or if you know this person. This is somebody that, I mean, it could be from their job too, that they feel this way. Like maybe it could be for some of them that's the sole reason they feel this way, or it's a combination of things. Maybe their job's just not paying them enough. Maybe they just have like a really crappy work environment. Maybe that's the nature of their job could be very stressful, like social work, crisis management. Some of them could work like as a dispatcher, maybe for the police department, or like a crisis hotline or something like that. That's very wearing on them. Whatever they're doing, it feels like they're doing it for the money, but they don't really enjoy it. Or if they did enjoy it, they don't enjoy it anymore. So I feel that if the main thing that you could encourage this person to do is to change professions. If it's their profession and you know that's what's dragging them down, they need to change that, because that continuing in a profession or in spending their time in ways that make them unhappy, it's just creating more obstacles for them, making it harder for them to get out of this place of Five of Pentacles. They need to be able to provide for themselves in order to cope with whatever the sadness is, whatever this hardship is. And some of them work in very physically demanding positions, or their lives are just physically demanding. Like they just don't have enough help. Let's just put it that way, regardless. Like they just don't have enough help. We're talking financially, physically, interpersonally, this poor person. They just don't have enough help. And I think you're going to feel very empathetic towards this person and their struggles, and you're going to want to support them. You're going to want to help them. Like if you're like, I don't want to support or help anybody, cool, choose a different group. Or maybe what else comes out in the reading will show you why maybe you should consider helping this person. I mean, this is your future spouse. If this is your reading and it's resonating, you know, so what is the story with them? I think you would want to know that, right? If this is resonating. Bottom line with this person is, I feel like they are a very good person, because only a good person would work in such professions and help other people through their troubles and their hardships. But it does take a toll and rub off on your person, unfortunately. They need to learn to put themselves first so that that's not happening anymore. And yeah, and even if they like their job, if it's not supporting them or giving them the resources that they need to cope and to have the life they deserve, you know, if it's dragging them down like this, then they need to change. So I think this person's probably kind of like maybe even like a struggling artist type vibe. Like they, on the one hand, feel fulfilled by what they do, but on the other hand, what they do doesn't support them. So they're always struggling against limitations and the need to be creative. And they're always having to be creative, like in less than ideal circumstances. So and this is kind of the person that they're innovative. Like they could make a good inventor at some point, because they know how to, you know, make something out of nothing, basically. They know how to MacGyver situations, use unorthodox approaches to accomplish goals, to make stuff happen, to figure things out, because they don't have the resources to do it the easy way, I guess, is what you could say. Let's find out more about your person, group 3. Okay, so there you go. The World. This person could be a Sagittarius. or have it strong in their chart. Also Capricorn energy here, but any sign, right? I'm just telling you the signs in case you were curious. But what I was saying a moment ago was that you might say, okay, this person is kind of depressed or they're like struggling, you know, that doesn't sound like an ideal partner. And I said, well, you know, you could choose a different group, or you could stick around and find out, you know, what's good about this person. Well, this is the best card in the deck. This person could have 3 in their numbers. Their numerology would be a 3 life path, which is a very social number. But it's also a very loyal number. This person knows how to make bonds with people. I think that this person, self-expression is huge. 3 is a number of self-expression as well. I like to associate it with Gemini energy. So I feel like this person needs some sort of a profession that allows them to express themselves. And obviously, you know, traditional jobs or professions don't allow one to really truly express themselves, right? You always have to like behave in a certain way, follow certain rules, watch how you speak to certain people, in order to make it, in order to get ahead and stuff like that. And this person's like, no, like for example, if they're an artist of some kind, they're not going to compromise their art. And the price they pay for that is that they have little stability, financially speaking. But this is saying that they are accomplished, they are a well-rounded person. Like, they're not all one thing. They're not all just their sadness or their grief. They're also an accomplished person, and they've been through long, arduous journeys. They could live at a distance from you, be from someplace else, you know. But they have something that is harmonious, kind of zen about them. Like, they're a whole and perfectly complete person, and they're successful in their own right. So they could feel like, you know, they are successful despite their challenges. Like, they don't gauge their level of success by how much money they have, or what kind of car they drive, or what kind of clothes they wear. They gauge their success by something else, okay? Something higher. I feel like this person, what's interesting is that, and it's not to say this person doesn't have other goals. I think this person can achieve very high accomplishments if only they choose to. It just depends on what aligns with their desires, what they want to accomplish. They're going to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And, you know, who knows what that's going to be in the future for them. But, I mean, the sky's the limit for this person with the world energy. They can accomplish anything. But but what they want to accomplish might not be conventional or traditional or practical. Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. That being said, despite like the struggles that they have, even if they're the most accomplished person, there is this 5 of Pentacles energy talking about a struggle. This person is very I don't feel like they're woe is me, okay? I don't feel like that. I don't feel like this kind of person is going to be an energy drain on you, okay? Now, could there be exceptions? Cool, maybe. For the majority, I feel like they're not going to be a drain on you, because they already kind of see the value in their experiences, even the hardships that have brought them to this point. And there is an air of confidence and contentment with this person regardless. Like, they can see like the whole picture. Like, they're really good at seeing the whole picture, the whole thing. Like, their journey, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, what has it accomplished? It has brought them to who they are today, and they feel good about themselves overall. I do feel like maybe this person is very well traveled. So I'm getting this like backtracker, or what do you call it, backpacker vibes. Somebody that backpacks through Europe, backpacks through, you know, cross country kind of thing. I don't know, because they're not necessarily, I mean, maybe that's where they spent all their money, and it costs a lot of money to travel. But they have this blend of cultural influences to them. They're not all one thing. So like, if you see them from the outside looking in, you might be like, oh, you know, it's this kind of a person. And then you get to know them a little bit better, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, like, wait, what is their nationality? Like, what is their background? I'm a little confused. You know, they don't fit perfectly into one pigeonhole, one little box. Like, I don't understand. It's because this person has a lot of, like, they've taken on a lot of different influences in their life from different cultures. They could be very well traveled, or at the very least very well read, or just very experienced. They could be. And they are someone, though, I feel like very balanced and content with themselves despite their struggles. They do kind of give off this energy of being complete and satisfied in and of themselves. And they do have a very stable and emotional kind of personality. It feels like they're emotionally mature, though. They're emotionally mature despite anything, okay? This person does have like this peaceful energy to them. I mean, just, this is who she's from. What movie is she from? Fifth Element, right? Okay. So in the Fifth Element, what does she look like? She looks crazy, doesn't she? Okay. She looks crazy. She fell out of the sky, smashed into this dude's cab. She's naked, pretty much. Hair look crazy. You know, she's rough. She's, you know, the people chasing her. You know, all of this stuff. But she's also like the savior of the planet, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? This person, I'm hearing holy. There's something holy about this person. I think you yourself, for this to be your match, would have to be quite an evolved person. Or maybe the balance is that you have the resources and this person has the higher purpose. Something like that. I guess we'll see more. I'm going to pull another card here in a moment, but I really just want to get through this world energy. This world energy is a lot. It's a lot. We have to unpack it. Okay? So, I do feel like this person is stable and mature, but there is this energy, right? I feel like she's very, this is a perfect card for her to come out. A reading for this card to come out in. Although I can't think of her name right. Lilu. She's Lilu, okay? She's the Fifth Element. So, but there's something like about her that you can feel, like her energy is very calming. It's very wise, very mature, sense of peace and fulfillment. You can see, like, from a higher perspective, she seems like she's grounded. She seems like emotionally she's grounded, that she's worked through these challenges, life's challenges. Maybe she's already worked through them when you meet her. I'm saying her because there's a her on the card. Most of you are here for masculine or men, so I'm talking about your person, whatever, you know, gender or sex you're attracted to. This person, your future spouse, is somebody that's worked through life's challenges, and that despite, you know, what it might look like on the outside, however rough around the edges they are, they have achieved a certain state of inner, you know, harmony and balance, which there is really no price for that. Like, that's something you just cannot buy. This person has not been broken by their challenges. It's been rough, you know, so, you know, it's human to, you know, feel some kind of way about something when it's been rough. But this person overall is, like, they're solid on the inside, and they're pretty content within themselves. They're very mature, they're very wise, I feel like they have lived quite a life already. I don't know if this person is older. They could be older than you or older in age. Just an old soul energy for sure. Like, and maybe they're well traveled, things like that, like I said. But there is this feeling of they have achieved some accomplishments, especially in overcoming hardships. They continue to do that. They are disciplined. They are structured. They do take a disciplined and approach, like structured approach to life. And they are someone that's going to continue to have accomplishments. Like, they're not done. You know, this is not the end of their story, so to speak. I feel like this person is ending a cycle. I mean, maybe they've gone through college and they, you know, it was tough. It was super tough, grueling. They spent a bunch of money on it. You know, now they're having to pay it back. It sucks. But that journey's over, and now they're on to the next journey, and they've already accomplished a lot, and they're going to continue to accomplish things. It's like their journey's not over. They're not, if they're down, they're not out. Okay, definitely not with the world energy. So they're starting a new life, and this person has what it takes to, you know, do what they need to do. I feel like they've gone through their Saturn return. This is what this energy is kind of like about, and they've paid their dues, their karma, so quote unquote, you know, and now they're just persevering to get to the next level, and they're putting in the effort, and they're using the experiences that they've experienced to help them to do that. So it's not just somebody that, you know, experiences hardship and is like, woe is me for the rest of their life. You know, this person is like, I had these experiences, it sucked, but I'm going to use it, and all the stones that were thrown at me by life, I'm going to build my empire with them. That kind of thing. This person could be, again, I'm getting a lot of travel energy here, so they could be like a traveler, travel for their job, or they're a backpacker. It feels more like this person didn't have the means to travel, but they just did it anyway, or they didn't have the means to go on some sort of a journey, to take on some kind of a challenge, but they did it anyway. And I think that's really like they bit off more than they could chew, but at the same time, it's like it fast-tracked them to their spiritual growth. But they could work in like a travel agency, or be some sort of a diplomat for their company, like the go-between, like somebody that other people come to, and then they like are the ones that like maybe HR or something like that. But it feels more casual than that. It feels like, but it's any kind of profession or job where they have to have an understanding of the world at large. Like, this is not a narrow-minded person. This is a broad-minded person. It's that Sagittarius, higher mind, seeing things from a higher perspective kind of person. This deeper understanding, also this understanding of the interconnectedness of life and how we're all interconnected and how one thing affects another thing. And they can see like they're like a visionary. They can see like, if I do this, then likely, you know, this is what's going to happen as a result of that. You know, they can plan ahead, and they can see like these effects. I feel like this person can be a bit of an overthinker sometimes. It can take a while for them to really make up their mind about something, because they can see like it from every perspective, right? Kind of like the God-like perspective, right? God is in everything, and God sees everything. We are God, by the way, if you didn't know. The higher self, you know, there's that energy that can see and knows everything, right? Is omniscient. Yeah, omniscient, I guess is the word. And once you can do that, you know, sometimes having too many choices is a bad thing. It can be stifling. So maybe this person's had a little bit of trouble really honing in on one thing to focus on, because they can see like diverse points of view, but this helps them in whatever they do, in the sense that, you know, they're probably doing something where that's required. They have to have like a global outlook, especially if like they are a salesperson, for example, or they're looking at like stats and things like that. They just have to be able to tune in to like the overall big picture, and have a capacity for that. And whenever they want to make a contribution, they would do it something meaningful. Like they're not here to play small. So if you gamble big, for example, and you lose, that sucks, right? It sets you back. But if you win, like, that's going to have repercussions for you, positive repercussions for yourself and everyone near you, and then that's going to affect, you know, who they know, and that's going to affect who they know, and it's going to have a ripple effect. So I kind of like this person. They're kind of a wild card, and they feel like this person is going to make you feel kind of whole and complete. I feel like this person is going to be complementary to you in some way, and there's going to be compatibility here for some reason. It's going to be compatible. Like, I don't know what kind of person you are that this energy will be compatible with you. You know, I'm just reading their energy, but this is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like regardless, because this person does feel like a lot to me. Maybe just a lot to unpack and explain, but I don't feel like that's going to be the case for you. I think you're going to intuitively kind of understand this person and be drawn to them. I mean, they do seem like an attractive person. World people usually are attractive. Not that you're only going to be attracted to them because of their appearance, but I'm sure that helps. And they are going to inspire you. Just know that. They're going to inspire you, so you're going to really feel connected to this person. And the way that they move through life is going to be inspirational to you. Because you're going to see what it looks like in real time to see somebody really realize their potential. I'm getting the Great Gatsby vibes for some reason. Things didn't work out for the Great Gatsby the way that he wanted, but his friend, who was the author of the book, was his observer and kind of like his friend and his supporter. And I feel like that's the role you're going to fall in. And I do feel like this person is a bit of a wild card. But the world energy is kind of saying to me, if Gatsby had accomplished what he set out to accomplish, I mean, gosh knows he went from rags to riches, right? And he wanted that girl. And things didn't work out the way that he wanted, but if it had, you know, he would have been, you know, better than a jackpot winner. And that's what this person's bringing to the table. And you're going to be like that supportive. I'm not going to say you're going to be, you know, what do you call it, in a supportive role, but that's what it looks like so far. It's like up to you. Do you want to be in the supportive role to somebody really, I'm hearing superior. Superior. Isn't that what she says, or I am superior being or something like that in the fifth element? So I don't know, however macho, cool, or how much you want to be the center of attention all the time. I don't know who you are. I'm not reading you. But this person's going to, they're going to outshine you, but I don't think you're going to mind. They're going to require a lot of you, but I think you'll have it to give. And I don't think you're going to mind. Okay, so let's find out more about this person. And then we'll get some character traits, their looks, things like that, personality. More on that. If the reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. Doing the $10 Cash App readings right now. Just provide your zodiac signs and that of anyone you're asking about in your question, or it's $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, and that link is down below. Tell us more about Group 3's person who got Judgment. See, look at this energy. My God, really big energy. Got some Taurus, some Capricorn, some Scorpio coming through here now. This person could be a 5 life path, have that strong in their chart, or a 2, have that strong in their chart, be born on the 20th of a month, 21st of a month. Let's see. Okay. So, this person is, they're transformative. Oh, they just came to this earth to kick ass and take names, basically. They are walking karma. They are deliverance, okay? This is someone that is good to have on your team. Let's put it that way. We've got Kill Bill over here. This is someone that's good to have on your team. If you aren't aligned with this person in a positive way, you're blessed. I mean, if that wasn't clear enough. Sometimes I assume that people know the cards like I do, and that the viewers are also, you know, tarot readers or people that know about such things, because, you know, often they are. But I have to remember that a lot of you aren't, so I want to explain, you know, what I mean by things, because these are really big energy. So if we're talking about this person's energy with the Judgment, and I just said a moment ago that this person is really good to have on your side. They are, I mean, they're the light. They're a light being. We're all light beings, but it's like they're radiating it more strongly. They're more self-actualized, more self-realized. With them having, I guess it's kind of a Buddhist principle or way of looking at things, having sort of disregarded the value of earthly things and or suffered in this way, they have elevated to such a place that they create like an aha moment, epiphany, a rebirth for everyone. Okay, a rebirth for, this is somebody that brings rebirth and change, and it's very powerful. So this person is, they're going to change you. I'm curious about who you are now, because I feel like some of you are earth signs. You are earth signs, or you have strong earth in your chart, or you could be born in the year of, let me think real quick, you could be born in the year of the ox, the year of the rooster. There's another one, it'll come to me. I feel like, so you are complementary to this person, but you're very, very different, and this person is going to change you. This person is a catalyst for change. They wake people up, and they wake people up on a grand scale, not just interpersonally. Like everything that you do affects everybody else. It's like a ripple effect, right? Spooky action at a distance. Look it up. Spooky action at a distance. You know, a molecule or an atom, I can't remember the exact term, over here, you know, can do something, and light years and light years away, another atom will do exactly the same thing at the same time, mirroring each other, right? We all affect each other. It's all happening at the same time. And I I forgot where I was going with that. I'm trying to, it's just too much. This person's energy is really impressive. It's amazing, and it's a lot, and I'm having a hard time unpacking it. So let's just get back to the basics real quick. Aha moment. This person is going to bring in some important decisions, some important life decisions on a grand scale. That's what I was saying about this person. They're going to affect people on a grand scale. We all affect people on a grand scale through the little things that we do all day long. But this person's going to do it in a bigger way. I don't know how, because we're at this point in the book, and by the book I mean the reading, right? I always look at readings as being kind of like a book. And I explain it to some of my clients that, if I'm only here on chapter 2, how am I going to tell you about chapter 9 unless you want me to skip ahead to chapter 9? But then, then we'll end up backtracking. So anyway, in this chapter of the reading, okay, where we're at with this is that this person is somehow going to affect things on a very large scale. It's like they're giving a wake-up call to everyone. It's like they're the golden child or some shit. Really. This person is somebody that is going to, they're a reflective person. Let's bring it back down to more mundane kind of talking sense. I feel like even if you're not an earth sign, you have that energy. Like, you're more stable, grounded than this person. Maybe you do better for yourself financially than this person, or you're just a more stable, grounded person than this person. That's how you complement each other, where this person is more otherworldly. And so let me just kind of backpedal a little bit and put these in terms that are easier to understand, that are more down to earth. That this person is going to really reflect on things, and they're going to cause you to really take stock of your own life and your own actions, and make you kind of like question yourself, why you've done things in the past, why you do things the way you do. And this person is going to inspire change in you. I don't feel like it's going to be like this terrible tower moment, death kind of change like those cards. I feel like this has to do more with being inspired to confront truth, to confront the things that you have preferred to ignore in the past. And this is going to really help you grow, and more than that, it's going to lead to significant personal and collective transformation, because that's what this person has gone through. Like, they're not going to inspire anything in you that they haven't already done. Okay? So, and as far as like what this person might look like or anything like that, they could look like either of the ladies on the card, right? Maybe they have interesting hair colors, unusual hair colors, but as far as features, they could look like either of the ladies on the cards, or even if they're a man, look like that, have those similar features. But in terms of like, I feel like it's more to do with their aura. They come across as wise. They come across as transformative. Like, when you're in the room with them, it changes things. Like, you feel like something is going to happen, and not in a bad way. It's just kind of an inner knowing, like things are not going to be the same. So very commanding, okay, in their presence. It is giving group 1 vibes in that regard, at least. This person is somebody that sees right through you. So I hope you're not like easily intimidated, or feel like you're someone that has a lot to hide, or that doesn't like to be seen. But if this is your future spouse, then I don't, obviously it's going to work for you how this person is. But they're definitely going to see you. They're the type of person that sees you, okay? They have a penetrating gaze. They have an upright posture. Their posture is like very confident, they look like they're a knowing type person, like they know things, right? Tyrion Lannister, right? I drink and I know things. Isn't that what he says? Game of Thrones, something along those lines. They might be a drinker, they might not be, but I'm just saying. They have like a real sense of seriousness about them, because they have a real strong sense of purpose, a higher calling, and there's somebody that's a catalyst for change for you. So you're aligning with somebody that's going to help you change. So I don't know in what way you want to change, but spiritually speaking, you're aligning with this because something needs to change, and it feels like in a spiritual way. This person is decisive. I don't feel like they're really wishy-washy or anything like that. I feel like they're insightful, they're decisive, and I think it's because they've been through so many experiences that they kind of know in advance like what's going to happen. They kind of maybe are a bit of a visionary, or good at predictions, kind of things like that, or just based on their own past experiences, they can make decisions more easily because they're like, I already tried all of that, so I already know what that's going to do, so I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do something else, you know, kind of thing. They have a deep understanding of human nature as well, you know, and they understand like karma, consequences. This person could work in psychology or have studied that in school for some, or they just have a knack for it. This person is very honest with themselves, and as a result, like, they're going to inspire you to be very honest as well. This could be your twin flame or soulmate, or somebody that you consider like that because of the mirroring energy that I'm getting here. They have a lot of emotional intelligence, and this allows them to be like both a mirror and a guide to other people and to you. So it's like they're aware of the impact they have on other people, but also people can be triggered by them or can see something in them that they see in themselves and feel like it's relatable. And both outcomes are medicine, are magic, because this person's very magical, regardless of how mundane they are or appear or what they do. This person is magical, and they're a guide for you. And they're a guide for others, and they help others to see and grow from their own experiences. So this person could be, I mean, they could change lives in a very practical sense. Like, some of them could be like a judge or a counselor or a lawyer. So not all of them are the broke artist, you know, archetype kind of thing. But they deal with situations that bring them down, that weigh heavily on their shoulders, as we talked about earlier. But it's these are serious professions, right? Those are serious roles, even if that's not their technical job. Their job involves guiding others. They could be a tarot reader or a psychic or something like that, a counselor, a life coach. I know many who watch the channel are into such things. You wouldn't be here otherwise. So it looks like the person you're aligning with is into such things as well. This is a guide. They excel in kind of like professions that really require them to assess situations. So they could be like a tax assessor. More mundane jobs is my point. They could do more mundane things, but this person's still a guide. And they're good at reading situations and people with depth and clarity. It's that scorpionic energy. So, and in doing this, they are able to help. They are able to help people through difficult times, transitions, changes. So you could meet this person when you're going through a difficult transition or change. Or that could be when you get together or when you get married. You know, it will be a transition. It will be a big change. This person's bringing so much change into your life, completely change. I feel like you're not gonna lose yourself. I want you to know that you're too grounded for that. You're not gonna lose yourself, but you will change as a result of this person in ways that are just, you can't imagine it right now. Like you couldn't imagine it, and that's just who they are. They can really create change wherever they go. They're a creator, and they are all about helping the world and others and themselves grow, and about bringing awareness to the world, themselves, and others. Like, that's who they are. So they're very, very self-aware, very powerful, very motivating, very introspective, very much about self-improvement. Somebody that learns from their past. They don't run from their past, they learn from it. And they change. And they have a purpose, and they have a clarity, and they are supreme being. Okay, they're supreme being. I don't know who this person is, but I like them. I like all your spouses so far. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Strength card. They could be a Leo or have that strong in their chart. Strong Libra. Right underneath that, we got King of Pentacles. That's that earthy energy I was picking up on. And I feel like, I mean, that these two are complementary in that sense. Like, King of Pentacles, solid, grounded. Well, I don't know. They've got him, Willy Wonka, right? That's kind of, what is he King of Pentacles for? But, and that he owns his own business and, you know, calls the shots, I guess. But grounded. Underneath it all, you know, he is grounded. That's King of Pentacles energy. And then we've got the Strength, which is, she's a warrior, right? And it kind of gives me this energy of, in the movie Aliens, which is what this scene is from, her counter, like there's somebody there that she is there, like a soldier is there, right? And they're very different. And she's like, I mean, she's Ripley. I don't know. If you know the movie, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So he's the more grounded one, the soldier. And he's played by Michael Biehn, who, one of my favorites. And also, he was Reese in the original Terminator. So I love him. But he has that vibe of, what do you call it? Kind of like the divine masculinity kind of vibe, where it's not threatened by her strength at all. Instead, it's like supportive, and like he holds her down and he believes in her. And I feel like that's the dynamic. Like, you're going to believe in this person a lot. Not to say that they won't do the same for you, but that's the dynamic I'm picking up on here with it. So let's get you some trait cards here. And this went longer than I wanted it to, but damn, I got the World card and the Judgment for you guys. We started off with simple old, sad old Five of Pentacles. Then I got the World and Judgment. There's no way to really rush through that. I'm sorry. I guess if I was a little less detailed, perhaps, but then I wouldn't be doing myself justice. We've got Alpha. Your person's an alpha. Alpha male, alpha female. I know that gets a bad rap, but you know, there are two sides to every coin. I'm hearing I am the Alpha and the Omega. They are at one with Source. There's that Libra energy. And I did say Libra a moment ago, I believe. And Libra goes with the Justice card, which is justice. What do we think of when we think of justice? We think of karma. We think of the courts. We think of judgment. Black hair. Okay. I feel like some of them have streaks of like pink, purple, or blue in their hair sometimes. Maybe they use that. What is it, a chalk or something that people, they just are clip-on hair that for fun. Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just saying, for fun. This person's fun. They're also fun, winning at life. So maybe if you don't have a lot of fun, maybe say you're an accountant or you work in a cubicle, or I don't know, stereotypical earthy energies, right? You're all business, or you're a fun person, but you haven't had an outlet in order to like really live it up or have fun. This person can bring some fun, you know, into your life. Just let you know this person is winning at life. Like, however it might look, whatever struggles they've been through, they're winning at life. If they ain't winning yet, or don't appear to be, just know that they really are, and that they really will. Like, they're having another chance at life, a rebirth. They've been chosen, like they're chosen, like they're like Neo. We've got Sloppy. I do feel like there are some areas where this person, it feels like, especially if you are somebody that really has your stuff together in a traditional practical sense and in a material sense, that you might feel like, hey, this person's finances are a mess, or you know, like they need to pull their boots up. Well, yeah, and maybe that's the way that you can change them, but they are the way they are for a reason. We've got brown, so brown hair. So brown or black hair, or both. Brown, black hair. This person's really kind of not of this world. Creature of comfort. Spacey, dreamy. Exactly, they're not of this world. And you know what? The home, okay, I'm hearing home planet, so maybe we're talking about like a starseed or something like that. But I am getting like the heavenly realms, just to be general about it. It feels like home. Okay, you hear that all the time, people who've had near-death experiences, or other spiritual gurus, or people like that. Well, I have experienced that. I've had 2 near-death experiences. Okay, and it does feel like, I mean, it is home. It is. There's just, that's the word for it. And home's comfortable. So this person likes to be comfortable. They like to be comfortable because they are still partially at home. Like, their spirit is on the other side as well as being here, material guy or girl. And I feel like you are someone that is meant to help ground them into the material. They are here on earth, but they also have their head kind of in the clouds, spacey, dreamy, at home in heaven, like in the 4th dimension. Like, they're a spiritual person. Like, they're working with in both sides. Like, they're a, what do you call it, a fence walker, or a fringe walker, like 1 foot in this realm, 1 foot in the next. Freckles, moles. Let's get one more, please. I get it from this side of this deck. Then we'll get another card. Exactly, that's why I was called to take it from that side, right? Yeah, I was called to take that deck, and I did, and it says spiritual or religious, so maybe they're religious. They could be. Maybe they're a Christian or a Buddhist or something else, you know. I feel like they've been influenced by a lot of different we call it cultures. That can include religion and beliefs as well. But I feel like they've kind of taken from each culture or each religion or each spiritual practice, you know, what they can use and what resonated with them, and put it all together. And they got creative with it. And that created them to be supreme being, is what I'm getting. Beyonce. Okay, so I think some people, she's got like, what do you call it, a fan base that really kind of reveres her, which I think she's been manufactured to play that role, but she's in that role regardless. So I feel like she's viewed as like a goddess or queen, and I get that that's like this person. You see the hand on the card, it's kind of going like this, like this is what you do when something's like really good, like this is perfect. That's how this person feels. It could have strong Virgo in their chart as well. It says confidence can be the most powerful aphrodisiac. Very confident person. So you're going to find that attractive about this person, that they're very confident. They exude confidence. Very upright. It says be both everywhere and nowhere at once. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Omniscient. All-knowing. Everywhere at once, spooky action at a distance, very spiritual, interconnected, high vibrational, rebirth, supreme being. When someone sings from the heart, don't go tone deaf, expresses themselves truly from their heart. Maybe this person is a singer, but I feel like it has more to do with expressing themselves. And so this is somebody that listens, like they really see behind the screen, behind the scenes, and they see things. They're insightful, and they also hear what people are not saying. They're intuitive, they're very insightful, and when they listen, they're a really good listener. Okay, even if it's difficult to hear, they still will listen to it if they know that that person's being true, if that person's being honest, and if that person is speaking from the heart. And I think it's the same thing that this person does. They speak from the heart. Your person, your future spouse, they really speak from the heart. That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and help to keep it going. I'm going to end the reading now. My plan was to go ahead and like look at each group's marriages and what that's going to look like, but I've been recording for like 2 hours, so I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but I guess you'll know if you subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video. You'll know whether or not I've gotten around to that other reading. Otherwise, I hope you guys like the reading, and take care.